Good morning, my friends. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. We're out here on this nice blustery day, so you're going to catch some wind noise. There's nothing I can do about it, but that's exactly the reason why we're here today is because today we're going to test out this tent. Now, I like interesting tents, and this definitely fits in that category. So this is an A-frame style tent. I've never had this tent out of the package. I can still feel the cardboard in it. But this is an Ozark Trail A-frame tent. Now, a lot of people were really interested in the Ozark Trail TP tent. People can't afford $500 tents, not most people. And they're looking for a good option to just go out for a weekend of camping. And that's what I like to find as well. And this says this is a 3-person tent. We'll see. Oh, it's weather tested. Yep. Sure. Yeah, it's weather tested. Also has fits a queen air mattress. It's got a 4-foot center height, and it says it has a 7x7 floor size. The one thing about A-frame tents, though, is they're A-frame. If you put 3 people in there, 2 people are going to be having canvas, like right here. But we're going to get this set up, and let's take a look at it. Oh, there's the cardboard I was thinking about. So we have a storage bag with instructions on the inside. Of course, I left my knife on the golf cart, like a dip do. No worries, we're not keeping the cardboard. Out you go. All right, we got 2 drawstring compression straps that everybody winds up dropping and leaving on the ground all over every campsite. Wow, we have steel logs. I don't know if those could be considered poles. Oh, by the way, did I mention this tent weighs like 14 pounds? And there's 11 of it right there. All right, it comes with some patch material, and we have some tent stakes. You, sir, can go away. Thank you. I mean, you had it in a plastic bag. Why would you need to tie it in a knot? Just come loose. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see what these tent stakes look like. Pretty typical. Actually, they got some thickness to them, so I've definitely seen worse. We're going to put the patch material in the bag over here. We have the rain fly, and we have the body. I've felt worse tents. It actually feels pretty decent. I like that. Let's get it set up. These should be the sturdiest poles in any tent I've ever had. Now, I am noticing, I don't know, some of these poles are not all of the same size. We'll have to get them put up and we'll figure that out. Can you see that? These poles are not all the same. That is something, they should mark that. I would suggest either a bit of paint on it, and they are not the same diameter. Come on, Randy. There you go. They're not the same diameter. I've heard people saying how confusing it was to set this up. Guarantee you that's the roof pole. All right, let's take a look before we put the rain fly on here. It's got a nice large entry door, and I was correct. Oh, I forgot one of the clips. The small pole was the top pole. That I don't understand. Just make it the same size as all the rest of them. I don't understand that. And also something else I don't understand is these baggies. Unless you're just supposed to put these back in the baggie, maybe it doesn't mess up your mesh. I don't know. But they could have kept this piece, in my opinion, and put a pull out on the side right here, which would actually cost less. But anyways, it's impressive mesh. And if you can see in here, it even has a lantern hook in the middle. Very nice. And it does appear to have a pocket. Well, there we are. The Ozark Trail A-frame tent. I like the color. It's kind of got a cream. It's not really white. I don't know how it shows up in the video, but it's kind of more of a cream color. And then darker cream trim, and then the bronze. It looks bronze. Brown. They probably call it brown, but it looks bronze. I have it fully guyed out. We did this today because we're going to let Mother Nature have its way with it. Surprisingly enough, it came with all the stakes that it needs. That so many tents do not. And they're adjustable. They're not just a string like some other cheaper tents. Something else that I want to point out is it's got a knee port. If you're at a park with, electricity, you can run it in there for devices. But did I mention that this tent is $59? Yeah, $59. That's a pretty good deal. See that little flap right there? A lot of these cheaper tents don't have that little flap. And creepy crawlies will come in and visit you during the night. But no, not that. Zippers are nice and smooth. We're just going to set this out of the way for a second. Let's get on in here. Chow down real quick so I can use both hands. There you go. Get a little air in here. That just tucks into that. I do believe that 2 people could sleep fairly comfortable in this tent with some gear, stuffed along the walls. 1 person is a palace. And I would like to note that this tent, it appears to be fully seam taped. That is an improvement. Yes, that's got seam tape on it. The bathtub floor is not much. It's got basically nothing. It's basically nothing. That could be a factor. That could be an issue. I don't know. We'll see. Well, it's taken a couple of days. The weather report has been completely wrong, but we are getting some rain. Awesome. And if this isn't enough rain, we're going to leave it here until it does rain. If it takes however long it takes. How about that? Here we go. We got some actual rain. Nice. This tent's been sitting here for 2 weeks. Oh yeah, it's coming down now. That's what we need. We're gonna let this sit out in the rain. It's supposed to rain pretty much all day today, and we'll come back when it stops. Good morning, everyone. Well, as you just seen, we got 2 inches of rain here last night. And I wanted to come out here and film the tent last night, but the lightning was bad. And I love you guys, but not enough to be a crispy critter. Let's take a look at this tent. Try to be careful here. here. Now, I see a drip here. See that? But that could have been just from me opening it. So I'm not going to be too hard on it. Let's go in. That corner is completely dry. Oh, we do. The front corners are dry. We do have a little bit of water in this corner. See that? And there is a tickle of water in this one. And I have a feeling that's just, this thing has absolutely no bathtub floor in it. It's just sitting on the ground. It's kind of weird. I hadn't seen a tent with no bathtub floor in a while. Quite honestly, for that kind of rain, I'd stay in this tent. No problem. We can do a little bit more water sealing on those corners. But I think this thing held up extremely well. There are a lot more expensive tents that would fail that test. Well, there we have it, folks. $59 at Walmart. Stood up to a harsh storm. Yes, it did leak, but it came through like a champ. I would have absolutely no problems whatsoever staying in this tent. Is it a good enough tent for you? That's up for you to decide. But for the money, it's hard to go wrong. So until next time, thank you for sticking around this long, and y'all have a great day.